Every morning at 6 a.m., Raghav would step out of his small rented room, carrying the same old steel lunchbox. It looked simple, just a regular tiffin carrier, but everyone in his town knew it held a secret. Because inside, Raghav didn't pack food for himself. He packed hope. Raghav worked as a cleaner in a large office building. His salary was meager, but his heart was boundless. Every day, on his way to work, he'd stop by the local vegetable market. The vendors, knowing his purpose, would give him their leftover vegetables for free. He'd carefully pack them into his lunchbox, a quiet ritual of kindness. At exactly 1 o'clock, while his colleagues opened their own lunches, Raghav would slip out to the alley behind the building. A small group of street children would be waiting for him. At first there were 6 of them, timid and silent. But the moment they saw Raghav and his steel lunchbox, their eyes would light up with a glow that could rival the sun. He would serve them with the gentle care of a father, each portion a promise that they were not forgotten. One rainy day, the 1 o'clock hour came and went, but Raghav didn't appear. The children huddled under a tin shade, their hopeful gazes fixed on the corner he always turned. As hours passed, their hope began to fade. They thought he had abandoned them. But the truth was far more heartbreaking. Raghav had collapsed on the street on his way to work. He had been skipping his own meals for so long, his body finally gave out. He was rushed to the hospital. When the children heard the news, with the help of the kind vegetable vendors, they made their way to the hospital. They gathered around his bedside, their small shoulders shaking with sobs. The youngest girl took his hand and whispered, "Please get well. We don't want food. We want you." The next day, something truly magical happened. Word of Raghav's sacrifice spread like wildfire. The office employees he worked with, the market vendors, local shopkeepers, and even complete strangers came together. They started a food fund, bought supplies, and organized a cooking schedule. They vowed to make sure the children were fed every day so Raghav wouldn't have to starve himself to do it. A week later, when Raghav was discharged from the hospital, he walked back to his usual spot. But instead of an empty alley, he found a long table laden with fresh, warm food. Clean plates were set, and the children, their faces beaming, were calling out to him, "Uncle, come sit with us." Raghav stood there, overwhelmed, as tears streamed down his face. For the very first time, he sat down and ate with them. Not as their provider, not as their benefactor, but as a member of their family. Years passed. Those once frightened children grew up. They became teachers, mechanics, nurses, and entrepreneurs. And 3 of them, honoring the man who saved them, started their own foundation to feed homeless children across the city. They named it Raghav's Lunchbox. Raghav, now older, still carries that same steel lunchbox, but he no longer fills it alone. Now, an entire community fills it with him each day, overflowing with love. It just goes to show, sometimes the smallest, most humble act of kindness can be the spark that ignites a fire of change, warming hundreds of lives for years to come. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, please share it to spread the message of kindness. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more inspiring stories.